And, okay, and go ahead and get started. So happy November 29th. We only have one more day left in the month. And so I'm just kind of wanting to go over just a few things and get us set up for next month. But first, I have something simple today for like just our scripture devotion time. And as I was thinking about today and I was looking for some things, Proverbs 3:5-6 just kept coming back and forth into my mind. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, lean not on thine own understanding, in all thy ways acknowledge him, and he will direct your paths. And that's my life verse. I live by that. I try to you know, focus on that when going through hard times. And I know that many of you are going through a season in your business right now that you may not be happy with, or be questioning your path. And that verse just kept coming back to me and coming back to me. And I've relied on that verse multiple times in the 3.5 years that I've been in this business, about just trusting that he brought this business into my life for a reason, and that I am trusting in him with my business. Sometimes his timing isn't my timing. And sometimes I have low enrollment months and high enrollment months, and I have promotion months and I have non-promotion months, and I have seasons of low and I have seasons of high. And all of that is part of his plan. But I know for a fact that he brought this business into my life, and for such things to further his kingdom, and for things that I never even dreamed and thought possible. And so, when I think of that verse of trusting in him, and he will make my path straight and direct my paths, I know for a fact that keeping my eyes on him, and realizing that he gave me this business, and he will give me the next stage and the next stage and the next stage, as he deems it's time for that. And sometimes we just have to trust in the seasons that we are living in, the seasons that are in our business, and realize that there is a way bigger plan than we ever can even dream and imagine that he has waiting for us. And so I know that's not like a visual today, but that is just on my heart, because I feel like many of us are living that right now, and I know that I too am going through seasons of life, and I have that has helped me stand firm. So one thing I want to touch on is the LC waiver, and I'm just going to keep on trucking. The LC waiver is good through December 3rd, and I don't know, this is something that we get a lot, is that people just want to try things for 1 month. And so, we see that all the time. And I think sometimes we get ghosted when we give pricing and things like that, because of that hesitation of that 3-month commitment. This is really huge and something to take advantage of over the next 4 days as you give pricing, because it is. And make sure that when you're giving pricing, the $39.95 for gummies or whatever pricing you're giving, this is a limited time pricing that ends on December 3rd. Because you can't come back to them on December 4th and give them the same pricing. They have to sign up for the commitment on December 4th. Does that make sense? So just make sure that when you are talking to people, that you're giving that sense of urgency. For the next 4 days only, you can get these gummies for $39.95. They don't need to know that you're saving them that 3-month agreement, but I just say for the next 4 days only is what I'm saying. For the next 4 days only, I can offer you, they're normally $67. I can offer them to you for $39.95 as one of my loyal customers. And so I'm just using that verbiage and creating a sense of urgency. One thing that I'm doing right now is going through my messenger and just using keywords, typing in my search box in my messenger, just anything that I normally talk to, whatever my scripts are. I use the word slimming, I use coffee, I use cleanse, just whatever keyword is in the top of my messenger. And I'm just messaging literally every single person that I've ever talked to about any product of the business that I haven't signed up as a customer. And I'm just sending them a message, just, hey, I don't know if you're hesitant about the agreement, but right now in the next 4 days, we have this sale, and you can get this for one time, one bottle, try one bottle, get it in your hands with no commitment. Just remember that, keep track of who you signed up with this, because they are signed up automatically for an auto ship, and so they are only thinking they're going to get it 1 month, whereas you've explained the multiple month agreement before with the LC agreement. So just make sure you're following up with them before that next one runs. I know that some people are really good about following up the next month with every customer. I am terrible about that. So I have to make a cognizant effort to put something in my calendar to follow up with these people that have signed up for the one time, to make sure that I'm having a conversation with them before that next auto ship comes out, because that was not part of the conversation that we had. All right. So as you guys look back over this month, I want you to really just kind of evaluate where you are and what has happened for you this month. Like when you're looking at your efforts every single day, and are you happy with your results? Okay. When we sit here and we look at what we put in every single day, whether we're doing a task list, whether we, are kind of a little more willy-nilly, whether we're just super strict about doing everything, different things every single day, are you happy with the results that it's getting you? Really, literally look at that. Look at this month and say, okay, for the last 30 days, I've done this 6 list every single day and I've gotten no customers. Okay, then that is not working for you. and I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. We each have, I have a task list that I do. Most of it's messaging. And you guys have access to all of that, but that works for me and my business. I know that when I do these things, I get my host to post up, I message about products, I'm initiating these conversations. I know I get in conversations and I know that I get sales. Okay. That's my business. That does not mean that that works for your business. So you really need to look back at seasons in your business where you were signing customers regularly and be like, where did I get those customers from? Where did I get those sales from? And then start making sure that you're doing that every single day. If you in January of last year were doing host to post regularly every single day, and you signed 30 customers that month, then that's what you need to be doing every single day. Don't focus on adding friends. You know what I'm saying? Don't focus on scrolling through social media or making a reel that you do every single day that doesn't get you any business. Focus on what gets you customers. Look back over the seasons in your business for this last year and see, when I was getting and enrolling a lot, what was the one thing that I was doing consistently, and then start doing that. Making sure that that is the thing that you're doing every single day. I feel like we waste sometimes so much time on non-productive things for our business. There's a task list in eSuite. There's a task list here. There's Sherry Callis task list. Everybody has a task list. Okay. You have to figure out what the heck your task list is. We give you guides, we give you ideas of what works for us, Mel and I, but that may be something different. You may be a freaking TikTok and Reel queen, and you get all your customers from that. That's how Ashley Wilkins, she barely ever posts. She gets all her freaking customers from TikTok and Reels. Okay, that's not my business. If I did TikTok and Reels every single day, I would go a whole month with no customers. I'm not saying that I may not have one blow up, but I'm just saying, from looking at my business, my nursing TikToks get lots of vision, okay, and stuff like that, which is great. And it does put people into my feed and my friends list. It's great. It's a great tool for me to grow my network. That's not where my customers are coming from. Okay, so you see the difference? You see what I'm talking about, the difference there? I know for a fact, when I do host posts every single day and focus on getting those half asks out and those host posts up, I enroll customers. It doesn't have anything to do with I could not post for a whole month, but if I host a post every single day, I'm going to have customers. And that's my business. And so as you look back and reflect, as we're heading into December, the last month of the year, okay, look at your most productive months and think of where did those sales come from, and then start modeling that every single day. Stop sticking, I love this word, to pivot. Stop sticking into a box that may not be the right fit for you. I was saying this to Mel. I said, sometimes I feel like I'm trying to put square pegs in a circle hole, so that not everybody is the same. And not everybody's business is the same. Not everybody's market is the same. And so only you can figure out where your fit is for your business. Okay. And so just pivot. Find a new task list, make up your own, challenge yourself. Like the month of December is hard, you guys. It's hard. You want to know why? Because we're busy. We are busy. Okay. So if we're busy, so is everyone else. And guess what? We're spending money, and so is everyone else, but they're not spending it on themselves. Okay. December is hard. It's hard. And so we're getting ready to go into a season where consistency is so important, because the last week of December is pretty freaking awesome. And that's just from 3 years in this business. I'm getting ready to hit my fourth December. The last week of December is freaking awesome. The month of January, February, and March are freaking awesome. That's where your consistency from the last couple of months, that's where your consistency from this month coming forward is going to pay off. Now is the time to figure out, and like I'm talking to you guys and trying to just be real with you guys. What I do may not work for you. And that's where you have to like really evaluate and start putting that into place this month, coming forward, because you need to be ready for January and have that right fit for you, that right consistency that works with your life, the right thing that is getting you enrollments and in conversations. Okay. If you send out 70 host to post asks and not a single person responds, okay, then we need to look at verbiage, and we need to maybe look at maybe host to posting on a different platform, or switching over to Facebook Reels or something like that. Pivot and evaluate what works for your business. But you have to be ready. We are all busy, and December is going to be even crazier. And just with that being said, Mel and I have decided that for the month of December, we're taking a break from these Monday night calls, mostly just because it's going to be insane. Like looking at both of our schedules for the next month, I mean, it's crazy, and I know that you guys are too. We all have lots of responsibilities around the holidays with our kids and families, and parties, and everything that's going on. So we're going to take a break from the Monday night calls. We will be doing those pop-up lives like we did just a couple of weeks ago, and then that way you can rewatch those. We'll be doing a couple of those through the month of December, so that they are just random times, and they can fit around her and I's schedule, to be able to make those happen and get those trainings still to you. But the Tuesday nights calls will still be going on for Huddle. So I just kind of wanted to say that while I was talking about things being busy. But you have to be ready for the month of December, that your consistency is key. So figuring out what is the one thing that you can do every single day, or the two things that you can do every single day despite the busyness and the chaos of the month of December, and the desire to put your phone down. You guys, like, it is okay, for Thanksgiving and the day after, like I put my phone down. I literally put my phone down, cooked my brains out, and laughed and had fun with my family. And it is okay to do that, because that's why we're in this business. But it's not okay to do that for the whole month. So do you guys hear what I'm saying? Like, it is okay to make the choice to spend time with your family, and it is okay to to make that a priority, because that's why we're here. But that's not for the whole month. So you got to figure out what you can do consistently for the whole month of December, that you can do every single day, and that consistency is going to pay off, because when people are fat and full after Christmas dinner, and they are looking at the new year and they're making their resolutions, who do you want them to call? You want them to reach out to you. You want them to be watching your posts. You need to be stepping up your posting. Like when I say post your Christmas pictures the day after Christmas, you need to step up your posting. And what I mean by that is, if you post once a day, you need to be posting twice or 3 times a day. You need to be putting products out. You need to be putting on your own personal results, because as people are contemplating and thinking of New Year's resolutions and weight loss and businesses, they want you. Your face is going to speak volumes. Your results are going to speak volumes to them. And so that last week of December, you need to up your posting. Okay. Majorly. And they'll probably have some sales. I have a feeling they typically do the last week of December and the first week of January. And set a goal for December. Set a real goal for December. And you guys, this month isn't over yet. We still have one more day and a couple of hours to be able to work on your paycheck for next month. Take advantage of this LC waiver and agreement. Like I said, type into Messenger whatever is in one of your scripts, a keyword, and reach out to all those people. It doesn't matter if you talked to them a year ago and you haven't done any follow-up. I found so many people. Send them a message and just be like, I literally have this great deal. I have 5 spots open. I can only do this. This is only good for the next 4 days. And then it goes back to, full price or whatever you want to say. And just get to work, spend tomorrow, hustle, because this is your check for December. And then you don't get another one until January. So I guess that's all that I have for you guys today is just, really, this is more kind of just like reflecting over what you've done this month and what your end result is. If you're unhappy with that end result, then it's time to pivot and find something else, and then reflect over your positive high enrollment times of the business, and what you were doing then is what you need to repeat and start doing now. And then I can't stress enough your belief in your mindset. When you are messaging people, there is never a time where I send a message, which half the time is like just thoughtless as I'm just texting and responding. But do I ever sit there as I'm sending the message going, this person's not going to sign with me? Like this, you know what I'm saying? Like that negative thought never crosses my mind, because I know we have an amazing product. It may not be a right time for them right now, but now I've got them in my market to be able to watch me and watch my ring freaking fall off at the tree farm the other night. Dear God, I thought I was going to have a heart attack. And like, it's just real life. You want them to start following you. And so every contact is a positive. But just sit there, I can't stress enough about your belief in yourself, your belief in the products in this business, and your belief in the fact that you are going to enroll. I said this on that live with Mel last month, but I've been sitting here writing and journaling. I am a mass LC and DT enroller. I'm a mass LC and DT enroller. And that just speaking that over myself every single day gives me that belief, whether you believe it the first couple times or the first 10 days or whatever, you may not, but just speaking that consistently over yourself. We have amazing products that change people's lives and have changed my own personal life. And so, having that belief that you are offering something, I am forever grateful that I said yes to these products in this business. They truly have changed my life. If I feel that way, there are billions of people in the world that could use that same hope and that same yes to a product that they never tried before that might actually work for them. Because I've done a lot of things that haven't. So just getting that belief behind yourself and what you have in your hands is, don't underestimate that. And if your mindset's not in the right place, figure out how to fix it. Mel and I've talked about this a lot. Like we've gone through so many, talking about seasons of this business, the ups and downs and the highs and lows. There's been many valleys that we've had to walk through and figure that out. I can't fix that for her. She can't fix that for me. These are journeys that like Mel's walking through right now, just the loss of her dad and just all of the, the newness, the firsts of without your dad. And I've been there, like, I understand that, but I can't walk that journey where she is right now. I have been there. I can sympathize, but like, you have to like walk these paths because life happens while you run a business, like you lose people and you have celebrations and you have bad things happen and you have your furnace go out and, you just have things that like, life happens. And you just have to keep trudging along and find your faith and find your, what holds you strong and focus on your family and pick up and go on the next day and pick up and go on the next day. And the next day may be hard and you still keep trugging along and picking up and going on the next day. One thing that we haven't done is take quitting off the table. There have been times that it would have been so much easier to just walk away. It's a heavy burden to carry a team of people that, what would happen if we dissolved this team? There are a lot of people on this team that would not be here if we hadn't enrolled them or people underneath us hadn't enrolled them. And, we carry that burden and you guys sometimes are what have kept us going. If that even like makes sense, because there are hard seasons and, we have felt like quitting sometimes. We get it if you feel like quitting sometimes because it's hard. And sometimes it's just, you just want to take something else off your plate. And you have to find your balance, and you have to find your why, and your why has to be bigger than just the day to day, because those dreams of what you want for your future and what you want for your future family, and what you want 10 years from now to look like, we have, Mel and I have this big dream of, land, and big, we've got a huge vision. And we were comparing ourselves to like Claire and Katie, okay, who have been together for 7.5 years. All right. And we're just 3 years in. And I was like, can you imagine like where we're going to freaking be in 7.5 years? Like they're freaking buying land in Montana. Are we going to be freaking buying land? Like, it's you have to have a vision that's past today and it's past your bill this month, and it's past getting through Christmas, and it's past paying off your kids' braces, and it's past, paying off your credit card bills. You have to leave a legacy and create a legacy for your family that's different. I want different for my kids, and for my future. I want different. So a lot of changes coming my way in the next month that I'm excited about, and I'll share that more with you guys later. But I'm excited about the future of this team. I'm excited about the first of the year, but the first of the year won't be great. You won't have a great, and I can't stress this enough. You won't have a great January, February, and March without the work. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You won't enroll in January, February, March, the hottest months that we have in this weight loss business, if you don't put in the daily work and figure out what works for you. And let's just put it out there. I've seen people not enroll a single customer in January. That's shocking, because they haven't found the right fit for them and their business. And so I can't stress that enough. Evaluate, reevaluate, pivot, find what works for you, and then be ready to crush it. All right. I love you guys. Does anybody have any questions before we get off about anything? All right. Love you guys. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful night and a good end of the month. And, Mel and I will be up available with any questions to help with placement, or, LC questions or whatever you have. So, we're around and available. But I love you guys, and I'm excited about our new January, and be looking for our pop-up lives. We'll try to give you a heads up a little bit before we do go live, just so that you can try to grab them if you can. If not, we'll always have the replays out there. So love you guys. Have a great night.